difficulties, but we got it back up and running again. Our next reader is Jason.
Hi, my name is Jason, and I will be reading The Mysterious Moon Angel. It was 1999, a dark, foggy evening. A small town was getting ready for bed. One night, a kid named Roy stayed up a little bit past his bedtime. He decided to stay up and play frisbee with his friend Walter. He was getting ready to throw the frisbee back and forth, but all of a sudden, a very unusual sighting appears. It's coming from the moon. It's very loud, powerful, and blue. Walter said it's an alien. Ray said it's a meteor shower. It was hard to tell exactly what it was. It was headed for the nearby river that usually floods. We were sure that it was going to be a huge massacre, so we came charging inside as fast as we can. We ducked over our heads and under the table. Everyone else was asleep. But we did not see it, or feel the vibration. So we didn't know when it would collapse into the ground. 5 minutes has passed since we came inside. So we both got from under the table and went inside. But everything was normal. Nothing was over top. No windows were cracked, and no dog were howling. Nothing happened. That next morning, people of the town were going crazy because of the disappearance of so many people. Scientists are on the case, and they have found a very mysterious blue thick mud. They claim of the following: it smells very, very good, like a mysterious ocean breeze. That very next morning, scientists also figured out that it came from what is called a moon angel. They help the earth when it is in need. They said they were just trying to clean the river with their mysterious powers. Meanwhile, Ray wants to find out more about this moon angel, considering what he saw a few nights ago. So he sneaks into the scientist lab, and the first thing he sees is scientists torturing the moon angels. Ray's heart sank. His first reaction was to go straight home, but he decided to stay. He wanted to stop them and attack with all his might, but there were armed guards with rifles ready to attack. He had to take a different approach. He came in from the back of the lab. It was wildly successful, but he still had to duck. He saw the president sitting down on the very large chair. He was laughing very loud as the scientists were abusing the moon angels. Ray's heart sank even lower. He had so much infuriation in his brain. He was so mad when he was that they were abusing something that was trying to help and save the world from simple things like pollution. Ray could not hold it any longer. He stood up, tall and proud, and he told the president to stop laughing at him. As he stood up, he saw this tall, gigantic missile pointing toward the moon. He asked, "What is this?" He responded, "This is our plan to do a direct attack on the moon. He will destroy the moon angel race." Ray explained it to him why all this is very bad, but mysteriously he told the soldiers to stop the attack. He responded, "I didn't think of it this way." Strangely, he stopped the plan.
Your next reader is Alexis.
Snakes. I kind of love of snakes a little bit. I touched one outside my backyard, and I didn't even try to do anything. I touched it and just slithered away. My thoughts about snakes are just that some of them are kind of nice, and most of them are just mean and always trying to hurt you. Snakes are a threat to most people. They are not really a threat to me because of my experience with a snake. Although I can also understand how snakes to some people are just a threat and plain scary. They can cause panic almost anywhere to almost anyone. I like snakes and no one can judge me about it. It's my opinion and my opinion only. Oh, and next up is
I'm going to be reading my Riders Eyes project. One day when the chief asked his son if he wanted to go hunting with him, he said, "Sure, I want to go hunting with you, but I have to ask Mother." She said yes, and she went to make dinner before they left. "Eat before you leave with the empty stomach," she added. Just then, there was a loud shouting coming from the forest. "Help! We have to get going before somebody dies," said the chief. Then they went running to get the person who was attacked. "We're coming," said the son of the chief. They were running so fast. They were running fast so the person was attacked. Then they grabbed her with the big club. "What happened?" "There was a big brown bear with the big sharp nails. I was walking in, it came behind me and attacked me. Then I hit her with the rock, and then it came back and scratched my leg. It was bleeding. I was hiding from it as best as I could, and then you came and I yelled."
your next reader
I want to be learning about the loss that is how they hid from when they came. I want to learn about how did they transport people every time to go places. How did they know where the little kids were? I want to learn how kids were able to hide. I know that the Nazis are bad and Otto Hitler is racist. He didn't like Jesse Owens. Jesus.
John Jesus.
If you were ready,
and the next person is Nancy. Sorry, trying to look at the moment.
no, you're not.
You can do it, Nancy.
Come on, Nancy.
You can do it. You want to just do a paragraph, maybe. Nancy, can I read it?
I'll read it. Okay, Nancy, if I'm going to read it, then come here.
So I'll read a paragraph of what Nancy had written. She wrote a really great story. This is her writer's eye piece. So this will be the beginning of it. "I had just come from school and went straight to do my homework. and my teacher gave me a book that I had to read, and I was mad. So my homework was to read the book and write about it. So I started to read the book, but I saw a portal in the book, and I was looking in it closer. But I felt that someone pushed me in the book. When I was in the book closed, and I just stood there. But then I heard a noise that came from the trees, so I just stood there, and a kid came out of the tree and grabbed me and took me with his family. He said he found a stranger, and when I got there, everybody got down and bound at me, and his parents came out and said, "What is going on?" So if you want to read the rest of Nancy's post, it's located on her blog. And if you send me a tweet or an email, I can send you the link to the whole story. But that's Nancy's story. She did a great job. That was from her Writer's Eye project.
It was laying on my table. I want to understand. Okay.